What's up, guys? Barrett's Music here, and today I wanted to teach "Here Comes the Sun" by the Beatles. The intro, anyways, not the entire thing, but the intro, the most recognizable part of the song, I suppose. What gave me this idea is I had a student yesterday, which you guys know this is my studio. I teach every day, and if you're interested in a lesson, hit me up, link in the description. But anyways, the student wanted to learn "Here Comes the Sun," and so I've kind of went through the steps of learning it myself, which I have to do really quickly as a teacher. But at the same time, it made me realize that that's really the secret to learning this song or this guitar part. It's all about the sequence. It's about the steps you take to learn it, really. Because if you just overall try to just bang it out, it's really complicated. And the reason why you don't want to just try to just go straight to the main final product, and a lot of learning music is like this, by the way, very stepwise, sequential based. That's why it's good to have a teacher. The reason why you don't want to do that in this case is because, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm almost positive it's multi-track dubbed, right? Meaning one guy is playing chords while the other guy is playing the melody. You might have another track of just someone strumming. I mean, there's usually like 3 or 4 tracks all mixed together to make this one nice blend of stuff. Maybe not. Maybe it is just one guy. But that is the whole point. This intro needs to sound like one guy when you play it by yourself, but at the end of the day, it's not. So how do you do that? Well, you have to create sort of an arrangement, and I'm going to give you the steps that it takes to be able to do that, okay? The first step is to learn the chords. That's really the first step to learning a lot of things in music, is learning the chords. So we have the capo here on the 7th fret. So your first dot is 3, second dot is 5, your third dot is 7, all right? And we're going to play what would be a D shape. All right, on the 7th, with the capo on the 7th fret, meaning this is now our 1st fret, because that's how capos work. This is now our 1st fret, so we're thinking of this as the 2nd fret, thinking of this as the 3rd fret. Meaning, you can open on A, open on D, then your 1st finger, 2nd fret, 3rd finger, 3rd fret, and 2nd finger, 2nd fret, kind of tucked in there. That's how you play a D chord, all right? So it starts out with a D chord, then it goes to like this really simple G where you don't even need the high 3rd fret. So G is typically 3rd fret on the bottom, 3rd fret on the top, yeah? But in this case, you actually don't even need that high E string note. You just need the low E, the D, the G, and the B, okay? So it's basically a G chord without the high G note. Then A7. How do you play A7? Well, open on the A, then 2 on the D, open on the G, 2 on the B, open on the high E. Okay, so that's the first step. Just know that those are the chords, because the chords are the foundations, the changes of the chords. So it's like, and think about the melody while you play the chords. Dun, 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 dun. Because in music, it's really important to understand that what we call harmony or chords functions with melody. So certain notes that are in the melody are going to literally land with certain chords. So that's the first step. Just do just your chords. And just get comfortable moving from chord to chord. People don't understand how important this is. The fingers literally have to get used to moving. I mean, it has even more to do with than just that. The eye has to get used to tracking the movement of the fingers. So just practicing these chord transitions is really the first step, okay? Once you have those chord transitions figured out, the next step, which you will not expect, just learn the melody. Focus on just the melody. So the first step was focusing on just the chords. The second step is focus on just the melody. The melody ends up being this. 2nd fret, E, 3rd fret, B. So it's part of your D chord, right? The 2 highest notes of the D chord. So you go 2, 3, open, 2, 3. So it's basically just a whole bunch of 2, open, and 3 on the B. But you gotta have to kind of know the timing of it. 2, 3, open, 2, 3, 2, open, 3. Okay? That's it. That's literally the second step. Learn that. Because you also have to get it in your ear. See, it's really important that you not only know it on with your fingers on the guitar, but you also need to get that in your ear. Then the melody goes open on the B, 3 on the B, open on the B. That part happens while you're playing a G. Okay, and then it's 2 open, 2 3, and high E open. So the whole melody all together is and I promise, just practice that. Just find a tab for it. Just practice that. Just that, literally, because you have to get that melody in your head, in your ears. You have to be able to hear that melody. Okay, so first step, just the chords. Second step, just melody. The third step is kind of the easy way to play the song. The third step would be strum the chord, then play the melody that corresponds with that chord. So strum a D and go 2 3 open 2 3 2 open 3, then strum a G, then go 3 open, then strum an A7, then go open 2 3 open, B string, high A string. Meaning you just strum the chord first and then you play that part of the melody. Okay, and that'll get you by. I mean, if you're playing a gig and you're a one-man deal, that's all people really need. They just need that harmony plus the melody. But unfortunately, there's still something missing there. And what is that? It's just the overall kind of movement, right? So you can either, so the last step, that's the third step, and that's a step where if you're okay with stopping there, fine. But the fourth step is to do the same thing, strum, but still try to keep some movement happening, just like they do in the track while you play the melody. So something like, now, the better way to do it though is to kind of finger pick it, because if you finger pick it instead of trying to strum it, then you can really center in on really everything. So something like, so that's my advice for learning this song. Learn the chords, how they function, and learn the melody. The melody is huge. Then learn how to just strum the chord and then play the melody. And then the final step is the finishing touches, to try to strum along while capturing the melody and the chord changes, or pick along and try to keep the movement happening while you play the melody. Any way you slice it, it's a harder thing to accomplish all the musical bits that need to happen to make it happen. But that's why I made this video, because here's a way to kind of think about it, process it, and kind of work on it and practice it, instead of just trying to take it all head on and being like, whoa, that was intense. Of course, the next part goes, I'll just tell you really quick. First finger, hammer on 2 to 4. Then second finger on the 3rd fret, open. So then 2, open, 2. And then on the B string, 3 2 4 2 on the G. So that part goes. All right, thanks for watching. See you guys on the next one. If you have a song you would like to learn, request it in the comments. I like to do these lesson videos. So, yeah, see you in the next one.